Hello, friends of VRSC, VerisCoin. Hello, friends of Komodo platform. Hello, friends of Bitcoin and crypto, of price charts. Hello, friends of world-changing technologies and moving towards a more free and decentralized future with truth and privacy for all, a multi-chain, multiverse, multi-layer, maybe. But we have Veris here, where basically everything's done at the protocol layer. So, Juliano, it's the 27th November. I'm here to share with you price charts and share with you about the upcoming Veris mainnet upgrade in a couple of days. Well, we have a BTC price chart. Shout outs to Safe Trade Exchange. Okay. And this is a daily price chart. We'll get there in a moment. We also have this USD version of price charting that we'll do in just a moment. First, I would like to shout out to Max and this article. If you haven't read it, it's linked in the description. Do check it out. Veris Vault and Veris ID NFT marketplace on this mainnet upgrade. So the Veris ID marketplace, the Veris Vault, these are coming out and they'll be on mainnet. If you haven't upgraded to the version 0.9 on the wallet by the Monday 29th of November, whoops, that's not where we want to go, but check out veris.io wallets for more. Yes, so definitely update your wallet before this block. And but anyway, that's it. If you don't have a wallet yet, just get the version 0.9. You can use a testnet using that wallet. It's great. You can check out so much more. But anyway, right here, we're talking about the Veris ID marketplace to exchange Veris IDs publicly and privately. That's right. The ease with which Veris does zero knowledge transactions is incredible. And I think that has to do a lot with the zero knowledge endpoints and how the whole protocol layer infrastructure works. And the centerpiece really becomes the Veris IDs. And then from there, this fractal, self-sovereign, multi-chain, whatever, let's name it, whatever you want to name it, it comes into play, but it's really, it's incredible. So a part of that as well with these IDs is the ability to use Veris Vault, which can lock funds for security, vesting, trusts, inheritance, and more. There's multi-signatures and IDs with revoking and recovering, and you don't even have to change any UTXOs. You transfer the whole ID. There are so many. If you are creative or you know creative people in and around crypto or just generally, technical or not, there is so much potential here in Veris to tap into. The tools available at the protocol layer on Veris are quite incredible. So come on and come all and tell your friends. And read this article. I'm not going to go into it. I will link it again in the description. But yeah, it's really exciting. I would like to, though, go into the 5 new APIs because that does give the overview. And for anybody who wants to have a basic idea of what is actually coming, it's these 5 new APIs for the Veris ID marketplace. Okay, introduces 5 new RPC APIs and CLI commands for this major upgrade. Okay, and they are make offer, take offer, get offers, close offers, and list open offers. In more detail, make offer is to define what you offer and for what. So make offer says what you offer, okay, and what you want for it. So what you offer can be funds, Veris IDs, or when PBaaS goes live, the public blockchains as a service, which uses the IDs to launch them, okay, as well as the DeFi currencies, these DeFi other currencies. And then, we can look more into once the first PBaaS with Ethereum is launched and the bridge, the interoperability and the ability to use the Veris, to use your value on Veris becomes quite exciting and quite attractive, okay? Because then you can start using these various IDs even through bringing in, let's say, for example, Ethereum assets. Now, okay, so that's more so when PBaaS goes live, and the DeFi is live also on Varus Mainnet. Until then, it's mainly the funds and the various IDs themselves. But that's big because people grabbing up various IDs. There's a referral system. You can use Varus Coin Foundation as your referral. Yeah, the IDs themselves, now that you can make offers, and then after that take offers, is pretty exciting. Now all of these IDs have a decentralized way of being exchanged. Okay, so this is coming in a couple of days. Now in terms of price and what's that going to do, because yeah, we're here for the price charts, and number go up, number go down, whatever it is, it gets painted on the chart, and that's what we're here to look at. But I definitely do not want to overlook this. Okay, I want to bring this out and highlight it. So make offer, yeah, in exchange for what you offer, you can also define what Varus ID or how much you want for it and in what currency. So yeah, it's just exciting, because what you want in return can be funds, IDs, currencies, and you can be exchanging IDs or whatever. This is incredible. So take offer allows you to take a specific offer in exchange for its request. So whatever make offer is made, you could take that offer. Okay. Get offers will specify which Varus ID or currency you want to see offers for or on offer. So you can see which ones have offers for them or are on offer to be exchanged. And it returns all offers, the buy and sell, in all currencies, sorted by highest and lowest price. So this becomes a decentralized exchange of its own. And yeah, so this is even more power to the Varus multi-chain, multi-protocol future, including anybody and everyone who wants to connect. Close offers is going to close expired or unexpired offers, which you open with make offer. So it just closes the expired or unexpired offers that were opened through the make offer. And then list open offers is going to list all offers that you have opened with make offer. So there you go. And then more so about Varus Vault coming up as well in this same mainnet upgrade is basically these two lock mechanisms. So the locked and unlocked until number of blocks passed, where the funds cannot be spent until a predetermined number of blocks have passed. Then there is a locked and unlocked with a delay, where funds cannot be spent until an unlock has been requested and a predetermined number of blocks have passed. That's huge, because then with a revoke and recover authority, you can block anybody who has somehow unlocked, because you have a predetermined number of blocks before it passes or whatever. There's these use cases that come into play, which are described in this article. I just read it up on it, and definitely visit varus.io for more information on Varus. That's the real fire right there. Okay, excellent work to everyone and the whole Varus community. And with that, we're going to look at some Varus coin price charts. First, we'll look at the USD version. Okay, so what's going on here? I did a couple of things, then I erased them. This price kind of level was like, okay, if we go down. So let's grab our brush. This here, this here, this here. These are levels. Let's call it this here, okay? Because long term, we have this uptrending line with significant touch there and there. That gives us the line, and now we have the price inching towards it. I know that the one thing that looks important here is that the price is coming towards it, and it would either need to touch it or potentially would break down below it. And that's where this area and line of pricing comes into play, around 75 cents, anywhere down to like even the 60 or 50 cents level if you're really coming down here. And I don't think that's going to happen. I just don't. And more people are finding out about Varus, and it's just coming out with more incredible stuff. So I don't know, but it does happen, and so it could happen. But again, I think bias is to the upside. None of this is financial advice, as always. But yeah, have some fun with that. Now, so what are some key points here? Well, we have this long-term uptrend from the beginning of 2021, back in January, that has been connected with again in August of 2021. And now we have the price coming towards it again, this trend line. So it needs to bounce off it. Now, one consideration was, okay, we had this trend line from top down to bottom following this first high, then next lower high, and it kind of resists the price over here. So, and then we get here and the price is confluencing with the touch around this trend line and it bounces up. Well, of course, the trend line is only considerable at this point because the price bounced up and didn't go lower or further along at the same level. So then fine, so then we use that, and that's where it happens, but it also relates to this down move. So what we're looking for is a similar thing here. It doesn't mean it's going to happen. We could go down below this, create a new trend line when the touch point then lifts off. That's just what might happen, but I get the sense that the bias is to the upside, and this is how we might look at it. As we come towards this touch point, we do also have now this new downtrending resistance that relates to this most recent high and then next lower highs. So, and again, none of this financial advice. Okay. Now, having said that, though, it looks like we're inching towards it, and the guess is that we're going to get another move up. Now, that move would most likely be starting to challenge these previous highs here of intermediate level, and that's around $1.50. So looking for this $1.30 to $1.50 level to get challenged in the next move up, and really up to $2 is the idea, and kind of get up here at some point and then find the $1.50 as a strong support level for future movements. That would be the idea. So anyway, but this takes us even into December, right? We have October here, November 21 here. So December is into here, towards the end of the year, into January. We'll see what happens. Stick around for more on the VRSC coin and the other crypto prices, Bitcoin, KMD, Pirate Chain, Darrow, well, whatever. Just make a request if you want. Go for it. And yeah, so now that's about it on the dollar price chart. Oh, the other thing I want to mention is, yeah, maybe we might start challenging the higher ones, but remember, you know, as you go higher faster, you come down faster as well and harder. So that is what it is. We'll see what happens. Let's have some fun. And yeah, everyone, wishing you all the best in terms of VRSC coin and USD. Now, that's basic thoughts so far on that. I would like to go to the BTC prices and say, okay, when it comes to the BTC price, what's going on? It's a little more challenging. Actually, let me get this. What color do we needed this? And let's see, yeah, we can take it that. And then we'll go in, and we're in. Okay, now, does it not come off? Oh. Okay, so what's happening in this one? Okay, we'll take first a retracement, and then our downtrending line. We also have this uptrending line, but it was broken to the downside. Unlike the USD version, the USD version hasn't broken to the downside, but this one did. So this trend line also started back in the beginning of 2021, and we also made a big top here. And it precipitated all the way down, and so we get our next trend line touch point here. It came back up here. That's where we get the next, for this next significant high in September and October. And so that's where we get the next trend line touch point. And then from there, so we can clean this up if you want to. That means like we're not quite there yet, or are we, or what's going on? You know, like we're just challenging. So nothing is convinced for sure yet. If we do a closing price level, then we might see more clearly. However, what I'm saying here is we broke down. So we broke down this. Well, let's talk trend lines first, and we'll talk retracement. We broke down this trend line, which means most likely we cleared out this overall trend. Now it'll take its time to find where is the new, the new up and down movement going to happen. But when I say up and down, I mean like the bigger degree of move higher. This is a daily price chart against BTC. So we broke down below this trend line right here. Why doesn't? Anyway, we'll figure this one out with the safe trade. Stick around here for a second. There we go. Yeah, so we broke down over here below, and oops, no, it doesn't give it to us. Okay, we even, we tried to retest to come back up right here. Oh, that doesn't work either, but it didn't happen. So, okay, so what? So it's a significant enough trend line. It's a longer trend line. We break down below it, we retest it, can't make it, we go down further. Okay. At this point, I would like to highlight from the low, beginning of January, to the high in April, end of April. We retraced now from, basically wick to wick, from bottom to top. Retracement touched this 88.6 retracement level, which is a significant level these days in the crypto and other markets. It's definitely known as a big retracement point. So if this means that the move up here is the beginning of a spring, which might need a back test or a retest of these lower levels just to confirm, let's say around the 1700 Satoshis level or whatever, then continue higher, that's great. And that's quite significant in terms of this big degree of pattern potentially being complete. But doesn't mean that it just goes back straight up right away either. And remember, none of this financial advice. However, these levels would be held. These levels would be held here, and because that's basically where we are right now. Is we're right in these levels. You can see it with the with where the current price is. Okay, and just unfortunately, this is a little more challenging to navigate than usual, but there you go. Okay, so yeah, I mean, there is a possibility of going up and going back above this trend line and following this bigger trend. I'm not sure if that's going to be what happens. We'll see. But one silver lining here is that we are challenging this downtrend line, and I do think that we're going to be getting above the downtrend line now. And so that significant move from this high to this high, now to this high region here, whenever we break past it, is a significant break of a downtrending resistance, and looks like we might be beginning a new cycle for an up and down. If we count up and then down as the cycle, then we would be starting a new cycle up and then down. If the cycle is down and then up, well, then we'd be just maybe in the middle of the cycle. No, but I think when we start crossing significant trend lines and stuff like that, those are things. Those are important differences, which means I think we would be in the transition in between the next cycle for the Bitcoin price, at least against VRSC, because of these uptrending supports being broken. We might follow this line and reach up to 2,500 and 3,000 Satoshis. And we might, it might even get higher and then hold this trend as a longer term trend. It's possible to hold the trend as a longer term trend. Getting back over it, but then that would be quite a significant increase into the spring of 2022. I mean, and once we're above these levels here, I do think that it's nothing to get up. Well, not nothing, obviously, But then, you know, we start getting to 4, 5, 6,000 Satoshis pretty much at that point. And so I don't know if this trend, like how long does this trend hold? What happens to this trend? Nobody knows. But one thing is certain is that I can see riding the underside at least up to the 3,000 Satoshis level by the spring. That's reasonable. I can see that happening, which would be basically a doubling in BTC price against VRSC, which is great. Now, the other thing is though, as we break this downtrending resistance line, maybe there is a move that brings the price up to the 27 to 3,000 level, finds some support, and then goes higher again. It's possible. And then, you know, this trend line continues. Like this is the last thing I want to say, because I don't want to talk too much about this in terms of all this speculation. That doesn't really matter. What matters is check out that mainnet upgrade and enjoy what VRSC has to offer. But yeah, you know, something where it finds the trend again. I mean, at this point, would it break the trend? Maybe it continues, but maybe that's when it breaks the trend on a bigger level. I don't know. The Bitcoin price against altcoins is quite the interesting phenomenon. And I do see VRSC with so much potential. But these days, especially at this point right now, who knows what's happening? And we could just be in for more of a downtrend to really confirm the 88 retracement and then go higher. We don't know, right? So just be careful out there. But with VRSC, you know, the best way to be careful is to lock it up in the vault, stake it, and mine it, and use the testnet, and participate in the community, and yeah, move into the future with VRSC. Okay, that's it for me. I'm out of here. That's enough. I thank you for watching this price chart video. The mainnet upgrade coming. Let's see what happens. Wishing you very well. All the love, peace, and happiness. And until next time, goodbye.